2, 1. Hi, I'm Dave Cyderbaby. This is for Rock Radio UK. I'm at the Patriot, I'm not even going to say the name, in Wales somewhere, with the Cartoon Cartel. Hello.
Hello. How you doing?
Yeah, you look vaguely familiar, sir.
Yeah, I know. Who'd have thought it? Dude with long hair and a beard at a rock show.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Absolutely.
Hello, Dan. How are you?
I'm good. I can't complain, man. A bit tired, but it was good fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, man, we had a great time.
We just played a show. It was all good.
So we have 2 members of Blind River here. Hello, sir. How are you?
Hello, I'm good.
Yeah.
Very well.
Do you want to give them the mic just to...
I'm good.
It's the first time all night you've had the mic, isn't it?
Yeah, I might keep hold of it.
There's usually a reason for that.
Yeah.
Would you like to say any more?
No.
Typical.
No. Yes, me and Dan, Blind River.
Yes.
So this is our
side.
I wouldn't say it's.
This is.
I like to say side project.
No, this is another project.
It's our new love.
So I mean, the long and short of it is, obviously, me and Dan, Blind River, but it's. Our relationship has been
God, man, it sounds.
It's blossoming.
Yeah,
homoerotic now.
It goes
Started
on
in the shower. Did you start in the shower and finish in
The boudoir.
There's picture evidence of us in the bath, isn't there?
No, I think I made everyone delete it.
I'm not going to talk. There's a story.
Yeah.
We went on a stag do.
Okay.
We wanted
Enough.
Right.
Enough.
Okay. Yep. We just wanted a bath. We just wanted to wash. There was one bath. There's 2 men. Anyway. Yeah. So me and Dan have known each other and played in bands for years.
20, coming up 25.
Yeah, 25 years possibly. And when we was like in the early days of playing in the band, we had like a studio, and it was just like I think studio is a very loose term. It was like a
shed.
It was a shed that was sort of falling into a
down a ravine.
Into a ravine of shit, basically, because the toilet the pipe from the toilet just sort of went out the wall and down a hill.
Yeah.
And everything was going with it.
Everyone was going with it, absolutely.
And Tommy, at the time, was also in a band, and he used the same studio, so we would just see each other every week, and we'd have a good laugh. You know, we'd always chat, and then the band we was in, still sort of in, Sons of Merrick. Tommy come and played a few songs with us every now and again.
Yeah.
And it was just good fun, you know, and we used to do that. So, cut a long story short, a few years later, or quite a few years later, God, Jesus.
Sometime.
Tommy went off and did all his stuff. You can talk about that a bit more later, but he come back and we were just like, we were sort of, I'd say, at a loose end.
Yeah.
We just had this urge, we wanted to do something that was... heavy, groovy, but almost like it's the word trancey, like that. Almost like who's that composer? I'm probably going to talk about stuff you don't even know, but it's sort of in my brain.
I certainly don't know.
Like Philip Glass sort of thing, where things go round and round in a loop and just
very nice.
You know,
very nice.
Do you like that?
I like that.
Did you enjoy that?
Yeah. That's a great reference. Yeah.
Yeah. So. We sort of wanted to do something that was just a bit different, and it was just the 3 of us. So we experimented with instruments and things like that, and we just started writing songs, and what's come out is what's come out, and we're really enjoying it and cracking on, and it's great. You know, we're having a good time. I'm going to pass the mic on now.
Let's talk to the sensible person.
Yeah, because
oh, really?
I obviously don't know you that
well. Okay, I've been accused of worse. Yeah.
Okay, right, okay. So, this is my first time seeing you today. I mean, the 3 of you together, I mean, it's just amazing. I mean, I think when you started singing the second song, I literally put the camera down because I was just like, wow.
Oh,
It just blew my mind. It takes a lot for that to happen to me these days because I hear so much music.
But we're happy for you.
Yeah, you got the measure me already. But I said to you earlier, I described you as like a Doomy Wolfmother.
Okay.
So
we're getting a lot of those sorts of comparisons, I suppose, because it's so early on in what we're doing. Okay, of course, tonight was our second show.
I know, unbelievable.
Which we're really proud of.
Yeah.
Because to be as excited as we are about this on the second show is mind blowing. So we can't wait to get into the studio and do some lay it down so we can release something. But to get the reaction that we've got so far. And there's lots of comparisons, aren't there? You know, there's Queens of the Stone Age, Wolfmother, as you just said, Black Sabbath, somebody said earlier on, and that's just incredibly flattering, of course, to us, because it's what we were all listening to, for real, for sure. So, for that to be the reaction on our second show is quite, as I hate to repeat myself, but flattering. Yes, sir.
I mean, it's a power trio, I suppose, but it's like drums and two guitarists, which is quite unusual. But you're using my bass parts on a 6-string guitar.
Yeah. We're working some magic on that. Just because it's got to a point where technology has kind of caught up with that, and so now I play my guitar parts, so I can have it doubled an octave lower, and obviously. We're not going to cheat. We're going to run it through a bass. I've got a bass cab and a bass amp, so it's going to sound as if there is a bass player on the stage. But what we found is when we were together, just three of us, we found that we just, again, probably because of our history and probably because how we work together, we just felt like we didn't actually need anyone else. It was like we were enough, just us three, to do it.
Yeah.
So that kind of became evident. Like pretty early on, and I think we work at there's a good work ethic. We work at quite a pace. I mean, remember the first time we got in a room together. I just remember it because we played we had 5 minutes of just playing, just like jamming some stuff and writing some stuff, and you just stopped. You stopped and you were like, "Well, that sounds like a band," and it kind of did. It kind of felt very organic, and it kind of just fell in place very quickly. And we write a lot, and and we're quite productive in what we do when we're together. We just try to meet up as much as we can and play music, because ultimately it's fun, isn't it? It's enjoyable.
For sure. I mean, we had the I don't know. Shall I say it?
Take it on. Take it. Yeah, that's all right.
So lick it.
Please don't.
Please don't. It looks so lovely.
Stop that.
Do you want me to? No. We kind of flirted with the idea of a bass player and introduced a couple of bass players to it. But with what Dan was doing tonally and where I was with the baritone guitar, and there was Dan's lower stuff, my baritone, and then Dan's high stuff. So it had this kind of like a landscape, like this audio landscape that didn't really need a bass player. So we kind of, and the way that the three of us get on and write together, it just... Yeah, we were like, let's do this as a 3-piece, and that makes everything fucking easy, really, doesn't it?
Yes.
Sorry,
you can get 3 people in the front of the van,
and you're in the back.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes travelling easy.
Yeah. Absolutely, and the fee is only split 3 ways.
Fee, what's that?
Yeah.
Should we move on?
But I think what's like an important thing, like what I've always had playing with Dan. Musically, is that it's that rhythm, like the locking in.
Yeah.
When you're in a band, there's no like drug that can sort of beat it. Really, it's like when you're playing and you're just locked in.
Yeah.
And it's like you could have another bass player or something like that who's got to be in the mix and has got to be on the same wavelength as you. Whereas me and Dan, it's so many years, it's just like. So it's like just give him a bass guitar in a sort of...
In a box.
Yeah. And it was brilliant, it's great.
Okay. So what's your history? I know these two reprobates. So what is your history? Just quickly. We don't have to go back to day one.
Music.
Yeah,
music. So nothing about Robin Banks or anything.
No, keep that.
Give me some hints later.
Yeah, you can edit this out later, right?
Nothing gets
You're
edited.
going to have to edit the first 10 minutes of me talking shit.
Nothing gets edited.
Oh, God.
I was in a band and we shared the studio space, as you said, in inverted commas, and I was lucky enough or fought my way to getting signed to an American label.
Okay.
My band Leogun made our way over to the States, and we were based in Nashville, Tennessee for many years, and we're lucky enough to go out on tour with some big names and see a lot of not only America but a lot of Europe and South America as well, and even into Russia. So that was kind of what I was busy doing at that time. And then I don't know what kind of happened. I kind of got a bit dismayed with the whole social media thing. And I came home and I found myself in London, and Dan and I have obviously been in touch, as with Mark as well, but Dan and I especially, and we kind of flirted with the idea of starting something.
Yeah.
And I said, well, as long as I was playing a lot of kind of more bluesy things at the time and soulful things with cellists and keyboard players and things like that. And I said, well, if we do get in a room together, let's really turn it up and make some, let's make it really fierce.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd bring my baritone along, and as Dan said earlier, we were in the room nearly 5, maybe 10 minutes max, and we were all looking at each other like lovingly. You know what I mean? All joking aside, but, it didn't take long for us all looking at each other like, oh goodness, this is pretty cool. Maybe we should pursue this. Yeah. And explore, and then 3 or 4 songs came, and then 3 or 4 more, and then let's get a show, and then this is our second one tonight. So
I mean, you're on fire, quite literally.
Thank you kindly, sir.
Thank you.
I can't. I'm not exaggerating when I say I really loved it. I mean, it was worth the trip from Devon to Wales.
Thanks,
you.
Dude. Thank you.
How wonderful was that? Thank you.
Yeah. It's not often you find a new band that you really, really dig in the first couple of songs, but yeah, I know you to a certain degree beforehand. But I mean, you're not Blind River, and you're not leogun.
No.
It's something completely new. It's something completely different.
And I think we're most proud of that, actually.
Absolutely.
It's something that's completely separate, and we can kind of pave the way for something very different to both of those acts.
Okay, so what's next?
We've got some shows already booked. Again, we'll continue the live thing. I think there's always something, like we've kind of discussed before, there's something in regards to writing and like fine-tuning songs. There's something about putting it out in front of an audience, and if things organically change as you play it live, and I think that's good to not jump in straight away and to air those songs so they evolve a little bit. I think it would just be more shows, getting something down in the studio.
For sure, something down in the studio.
Yeah.
At least an EP.
Yeah.
Putting it out so that we have something to show for ourselves, and I mean, the reaction so far for 2 shows has been
really good.
Encouraging.
Yeah.
To say the least. Because obviously we're very, very good.
Modest as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. That's not my words. I'm repeating others.
Did I expect anything serious?
Actually, this is deadly serious.
This is the most serious we've been all day.
Isn't it? You should have been in the van ride over here. That was silly.
Very, very silly.
Is it any sillier than Liver Chaps?
No, but that's your thing, man. Don't put that on
No,
us.
no,
You're the leather chaps.
Oh, leather chaps.
Leather chaps. That's your thing.
Liver champs.
I've been.
Is that a band? The liver champs.
So someone said to us, said to you, I think they like the Cartoon Cartel. That's a silly band name.
Yeah, they did earlier on. Yeah,
and it's like, okay, Smashing Pumpkins.
yeah. The fun-loving criminals. Orange Goblin. These names
They're all silly band names.
Even the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah,
they really went for that.
No, it's just like,
yeah.
Who cares? You know?
You've
got to have something that's ridiculous in some ways.
Yes.
To sort of, and it's not ridiculous because it does mean something, but it's I don't know. It's
ultimately
it's like
your musical output defines who you are, and the name becomes secondary after quite a quick time. I think the Cartoon Cartel is a fucking great name. So.
I mean, they said the same thing about Led Zeppelin.
It will go down like a Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, it's like what a silly name. It's a lead balloon, basically. You know.
Yeah.
So
So liver
champs.
Liver champs. We should have maybe took that.
I like that. Liver champs.
Liver champs.
Yeah.
If anybody's watched a Blind River video that my daughters did, there was talk of leather chaps.
That might have been me. I might have dropped that in.
Was it?
Yeah, I think what happened was Harry had to leave early and Dave wasn't there, so I think I might have made a suggestion that there was perhaps some form of sexual encounter happening somewhere on a motorway service station involving leather chaps. To be honest, I haven't been disproved. Like it hasn't. Neither of them have really denied it.
Okay. I'm sitting here denying it.
I think the lady doth protest too much.
Yes.
Harry's a little bit too blonde for me.
What service is this? The one we drove past?
Cheveley
services. Yeah. That's Harry's favourite spot.
That's a pretty great services as far as I'm concerned.
Being in a band, you have many. Have you heard about the services thing? And
we went to some services. I don't know.
Oh, dude! Shall I even?
No.
Yeah, it was just. Let's just say everything. It was perfectly formed, wasn't it?
It was great.
Yeah.
We had a great time. We had a great time in those services. Well, I did.
On that bombshell.
Sorry, we hijacked the interview.
We've gone to van talk.
Yeah. Okay. So let's recap. Second gig tonight.
Yep.
You blew the roof off.
Thank you.
Looking to record maybe an EP at least in the near future.
Yep.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And you're looking for more gigs as well.
Absolutely.
And anybody who's listening should book them. Just saying.
Definitely.
Honestly, if you see the Cartoon Cartel advertised anywhere, just go along because you'll be blown away.
Oh, thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate
You're
that.
a star.
Okay.
Thank you.
Guys, thank you very much.
Cheers. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Cheers to you.